Hi, in the last video I showed you how you can use the erase tool, how you can use the push pull tool, then how you can use the offset tool, then how you can use the move tool. Alright, but in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the rotate tool, how you can use the scale tool, how you can use the flip tool, then lastly I'm going to show you how you can use the tape measure tool. Alright, I'm going to start with the rotate command. Alright, so but if you need to know how to use the erase tool, how to use the push pull tool, how to use the offset tool, and lastly how to use the move tool, you can check out that video. It's right away on my channel. Alright, so let's proceed with the rotate tool. Alright, so with this rectangle over here selected, I'll click on it. Then you notice that my cursor turns into a protractor like shape with two curved arrows on top of it. Alright, so you just need to click at one of the corners of the rectangle, then stretch out your cursor up to the next point, click, then rotate that rectangle to an angle that you want it to be. Alright, so first I'll rotate it at an angle of 90 in the anti-clockwise direction. So I'll put in 90, hit enter. So you notice that this rectangle here, it's rotated at an angle of 90 in the green axis. Alright, so if I want to rotate this rectangle at an angle of 45, I'll simply click at this corner over here, then stretch out my cursor up to this point, click, then I'll rotate it in the clockwise direction at an angle of 45, hit enter. So that's how you rotate objects in SketchUp. Alright, so I'll click at the arrow command to cancel out. So next I'm going to move to the scale tool. Alright, so for the scale tool, I'm going to first use the offset tool right over here. Alright, I'll first select this face, then click at the offset tool, then I'll offset this face inwards at a distance of 3000 millimeters. Hit enter. Then you notice that this face has been offsetted inwards at a distance of 3000 millimeters. Alright, so I'll click at this arrow command to cancel out. Then I'll click at the push pull tool. Then I'll extrude out this offsetted face. Alright, so next I'll click at the scale tool. Then once you click at this top face, you notice that a variety of grips pop up connected with a yellow line. Alright, like they are being positioned right at the edge of this face. Alright, so you notice that if you hover your cursor at this grip, you notice that it is connected with this grip. So the same thing applies to this grip, and also this grip. They are usually interconnected with the grip that is right opposite to it. Alright, so if I click at this grip, then I move my cursor inwards, you notice that this grip enables me to scale this shape inwards like that. Alright, so I can put it to that point, then also I can also put it to this point. Alright, then next I can use this grip, then I push it inwards, then also I can use this grip to push that other face inwards like that. Alright, so if I want to cancel out the scale tool, I just need to click at this arrow command like that. So you notice that this top face remains selected. So I can click at the push pull tool, then I click on that face, then I can extrude it up. Alright, like that. So that's how you play around with these tools to come up with exciting shapes in SketchUp. Alright, so I'll click at the arrow command to cancel out the extrude or the push pull tool. Then next we are going to move to the flip tool. Alright, so I want you to pay attention to this flip tool. It's kind of tricky but very easy to use. So first things first, I'll first select this shape over here. Then next I'll click at this flip tool. So you notice that if I click on it, there are three planes that pop up. Alright, there is this green plane. Let me rotate it here. There is also this red plane, then there is this blue plane. Alright, so if I want to flip this figure in a sense that this cutout grip is flipped to the top, I'll click at this flip command or tool, then I'll use this blue plane. Alright, so you notice that this cutout grip is flipped to the top from the bottom. Alright, but if I want this cutout grip to face this other side, still I'll use the flip tool. So I'll click on it, then I'll use this red plane. Alright, so you notice that if I click at this red plane, so this cutout grip, it's flipped from this side to this other side. Alright, so you can notice that these planes, they can help you a lot in flipping these shapes in place. Alright, so the other thing is, if you notice that this is the front face of this shape over here, but if I want to see the back face of this shape over here, I don't need to rotate this shape. What I can do is just select each and everything, then use the flip tool. So I'll use the green plane. So when I cancel out, you notice that this is the back face of this shape. So it has been flipped. Alright, so next I'll select it once again, then click at the flip tool, then I can flip it to its original position. So the other last tool that I want to illustrate in this video, it's the tape measure tool. It's right after the flip tool. Alright, so I'll click on it, then you notice that for it is usually used to determine or confirm measurements of shapes in SketchUp. Alright, so if you're not sure of the measurement of any shape that you have come up with in SketchUp, you can usually use the tape measure tool to confirm that measurement. Alright, so it is easy. You just need to click at this point, then stretch out your cursor up to this point, right? So you notice that just at the bottom right hand corner of the SketchUp window, always SketchUp indicates the measurement of the distance between the 2 points. All right, so you notice that if I click at this point, then I stretch out my cursor up to this point, this distance covered is always indicated by SketchUp in the preview part of the window over here. Right, so you notice that if I click at this point, then I stretch out up to this point, look at the bottom right hand corner of the SketchUp window, or SketchUp will indicate or show you the measurement between those 2 points. All right, that's how you use tape measure tool. All right, so the other importance of the tape measure tool, it's used to come up with guidelines. All right, so if I need to come up with a shape on this top surface of this figure, I'll usually click at the edges of this face, then you notice that there is a guideline that pops up. Right, then I'll put in an offset distance. Maybe I'll use 1000 millimeters. Then also I'll do the same thing this other side, and I'll put in 1000 millimeters. Then also I'll do the same thing this other side, 1000 millimeters. Then I'll use this edge over here, then I'll come up with a guideline of 1000 millimeters. Hit enter. Then next I can use the rectangle tool. So I'll click at this drop down arrow, select the rectangle tool, then zoom out, click at that point where these two guidelines intersect, then draw a rectangle from this point over here to where these other two guidelines meet up to this point. All right, so you notice that I've come up with a rectangle in here, and it is independent from this overall shape. All right, so I'll click at this arrow command to cancel out, then select this rectangle that I've just formed, then click at the push pull command, extrude out that shape. All right, so that's how you play around with these commands to come up with exciting shapes or solids in SketchUp. So this is it for this video. If you've really found something of helpful and it has added value to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and also you can share this kind of content to friends and relatives that you feel like they're in need of this kind of content. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next part of the video.